Today on Nathan and Landon Do Business, we make a campaign spot for Sharpie that involves cyclopses, movies, and magic. Yeah, it's going to be great, Nathan.
A bit of magic sprinkled in.
A little dusting of magic sprinkled into it. So, yeah, now you know what you're in for, so buckle up. Um, yeah, you tuned into a business podcast, whether by purpose or on accident, featuring Nathan and Landon, us. I am Landon, and with me is the one, the only Puppy Buster Nathan. I don't even know what that is.
Just busting puppies. I assume it's
Busted.
like Ghostbusters. Like if the puppies are getting too cute, you can call me up and I'll roll around on the ground with them.
If a puppy's cute in your neighborhood, who you gonna call? Call Nathan.
This guy.
I'll cuddle with your pup.
Little puppy. He's just a little puppy.
Nathan, help me. My puppy's too cute. Don't worry. Stay calm. Take
I
some
got
deep
it.
breaths.
I got this.
Been training my whole life for this. That'd be great. Yeah, I'm picturing the TV spot there where it's like some publicly crowded area. You hear a panic shriek. There's a woman just out of control because her puppy's just too damn cute.
People running in fear. Look how cute that puppy is.
My emotions. Yeah, that's a great job, Nathan. That's you should put that on your LinkedIn profile right now.
Yeah.
Puppy Buster.
Updating LinkedIn and send. All right.
Perfect. The resumes are gonna, well, the resumes, the job offers are gonna start rolling in.
Yeah, I'm not hiring yet.
Yet. You got to set up your apprenticeship program first.
Yeah. We need some cool jumpsuits too with our names on them.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh man, the possibilities are endless. The other way we could do it is if there are puppies who commit crimes, we could also bust them like a probation officer for puppies.
The only crime they're committing is the crime of being too cute.
Nathan, old friend, how you been?
I can't complain because no
Yeah.
one wants to listen.
I do. Yeah, but this isn't a therapy podcast, even though we could make it that if we want to, because we're the boss of this podcast. This is a business podcast, and tens of twenties of you watch it. Tens of twenties of you tuned in last week as we talked about our next campaign for Sharpies, in which we're targeting cyclopses who are feeling lethargic, and we want them to host a movie marathon. So I don't see how this can turn out any other way than overwhelming profits for both of us, Nathan.
Yeah, we're really turning a corner here.
I think so too. Yeah. Lethargic cyclopses host a movie marathon. I don't see why we haven't thought of this before. Money's just pouring out of their pockets. Yeah.
I
All
don't
that work.
I don't know why the Sharpie people haven't come up with this already, but we're here to right that wrong.
Yeah, exactly. So buckle up, everybody. So to that end, Nathan, I'm not sure if you want to see what I got cooking for you, but for those of you the uninitiated, today is the Super Bowl.
Oh, a superb owl, you say?
It's the superb owl. It's the Super Bowl. It's the most supreme bowl of all, which all the night sky is dark. For all the advertising stars are here today with us. You got your Coca-Colas, you got your Burgers King, and I propose that Sharpie should be amongst those pantheon of great advertisements in the Super Bowl this year. And to that end, I have a TV spot concept I want to pitch to you.
We better get right to it because if we move fast enough, we can get it on this afternoon.
Yeah, yeah. They'll have to put it on like this, just these like static AI generated images of my voice over it. But I think they can squeeze it into a 60.
Yeah.
Easy. So, are you familiar with the concept of storytelling, Nathan?
Go on.
Yeah. Apparently, it's all the rage in advertising today. Getting to your heart and your pocketbook via creative storytelling. So
The kids love it.
they love a story. So you recall the Apple 1984 commercial where the lady ran into the room and threw the hammer at the talking gray man?
Indeed, I am.
That was an example of storytelling.
Wow.
Yeah. So I have something kind of like that. It's in a mystical world, but it tells a compelling story that I think will get to the hearts and minds of kids everywhere. I can't stop talking like this.
Please don't.
So let me paint a picture for you. Wait, I almost ended the meeting.
That would be unfortunate.
Yeah, there we go. So get to know Dennis. Dennis Dennis is a caricature artist who roamed a mythical countryside for many years, sketching elaborate and humorous portraits of people, all the while unaware of how sharp Sharpies actually were. One day he was whisking his pen about, wham, right in the eye. Immediately, he's a cyclops, transformed.
A story all too common in the caricature artist community.
Tragic. They got to have a disclaimer on Sharp. I mean, they try to put it in the name that Sharpies are sharp, but you know. Anyways, because you can tell, look at Dennis's face. He's overwhelmed by a a blend of emotions, rage, spite, confusion, but overall, lethargy. He's feeling very lethargic because he's lost an eye, made him quite sleepy. But amidst all these emotions, he has the glimmer of hope of an idea. I will renew my vim and vigor for life by hosting the greatest movie marathon the world has ever seen. So, with that, he falls to his knees and he begins to pray. And what happens? He is visited by the gods. The story begins to unfold. He's enveloped by a glowing light, and he is granted a mythical token, which to him he interprets as the gods sanction his quest, and he has a divine purpose to host this movie marathon. So what does he do next? He goes shopping. So we
Sure.
gotta. So we start with Dennis poking his eye out. He's blessed by the gods. Quick cut shopping spree marathon. He's buying projectors. He's buying movie scripts. He's buying popcorn machines. He's negotiating with vendors using his caricature skills as bartering thing. I don't know. He's doing sketches for projectors and movie treatments. He's firing on all cylinders. He has a new purpose in life. Next, he goes to the tavern. He jumps onto a table and he says, listen, townsfolks, I'm about to host a movie marathon that will be the event spoken of for millennia. And with that, he does a merry jig, and the crowd jumps up and starts to cheer, and they follow him out the door, to almost like a Pied Piper, a cyclopsian Pied Piper.
Yeah,
Inspirational, right?
absolutely.
Then he goes down to the Coliseum, and there's the Coliseum owner right there. And he says he has his army of volunteers behind him. You know, things are starting to build, but the guy looks suspicious. He's like, I don't know. Movie marathon? I don't know what a movie is. I live in mythical times. But Dennis, to close the deal, he draws a sketch of himself for some reason with two eyes to win him over. And guess what? They change appearance and it works.
Perfect.
Yes. I do look how it looks like the guy from Red Dead Redemption in that picture. He
Yeah,
kind
it
of turned
does.
into a cowboy pirate,
Yeah.
but I'm going to allow it. And I'm not really sure what's in this guy's hands, but you know, they struck a deal, so I'm happy about that. And
He taught him how to use chopsticks.
he did. As is the custom whenever you close a deal. Yeah. Um, and with that, with his legion of volunteers, his supplies, his venue, he breaks out into a merry jig,
Of course.
as one does. And then they set up the movie marathon. So he's got everything set up. He's got the lights, he's got the projectors, he's got the screens, he's got the venue. The last thing he does is he sends an owl out to Sharpie executives to invite them to this movie marathon, and they accept. And as they arrive, they're greeted by this sign that says, I did all this, even though your pens turned me into a cyclops, which I don't know. The spelling didn't really work out with AI, but you get the idea.
Well, he's a caricature artist, not a caricature speller. So
So this is how the Sharpie executives are greeted at the amphitheater by this banner. And the movie marathon, Nathan, it goes off without a hitch. They're spellbound. They've never felt emotions like this in their life, Nathan. Enchantment, thrills, chills, spills? Question mark. So as
we have to watch it to find out.
exactly. And so as the emotion begins to build and crescendo, in between movies, Dennis ambles onto the stage, flips a folding chair backwards, and begins a heartfelt monologue. And he says, each scar, each setback is but a step on the path to greatness. And his words just resonate with the audience. Tears start to form. And he says, you know what? Words can't express what I'm feeling right now. And then he breaks into a series of wistful jigs. Waterworks, Nathan. People are sobbing. And so he exits the stage dramatically, immediately goes back to the Sharpie executives and says, hey guys, what you felt here tonight, what we've built is just the beginning. And I want you to be a part of it. And they agreed to sponsor all of Dennis's movie marathons moving forward. So he's a billionaire now because of all this. And as a result, he breaks into a series of festive jigs.
Yeah.
Again, that's how it closes out. Big song and dance number to close out the spot. And then it ends on this frame. Sharpie, lose an eye, gain a dream.
Nice.
I don't know. I think this could be, it's a lot here to turn into a 60-second spot, but I think I'm onto something here, Nathan.
Yeah, we got to move pretty quick, but we could fit it in.
I think so too.
I like how the rigors of hosting a movie marathon have really aged Dennis.
I know.
It's like when you see pictures of Obama in like 2008 and 2016. It's kind of like that. It's gone gray.
Well, I mean, this one to me really gets it.
Yeah. He can still dance a fine jig though.
He can't. Look at him.
He also became more janitorial. Like he went from his adventurers outfits to coveralls.
He became a lot more downtrodden the closer he got to his dream, until he became kind of like, I don't know, like a cartoon pirate. And then his name tag there says sleep disc, I think. Yeah. So how are you feeling about this, Nathan? You got any feedback for me?
Yeah, we got to move fast on it to get it on the air today, but we can do it. You know, because we don't coordinate like what we're going to plan. Sometimes I worry there's going to be too much overlap. We'll go in opposing directions, but I think ours will fit together nicely because
Yes.
you told quite a story there. You've told us quite a tale, Landon.
Hmm. Indeed, I have. The tale of Dennis or Donis or Schlennis.
I went in a slightly different direction. I'm not allowed to share my screen, or I would tell. I'll just describe it to you.
I
I'll
need you
paint
to
you a
pray
word
to
picture here.
I need you to pray to Dennis before I allow you to share your screen here.
I'll dance a little jig to Dennis.
Oh, Dennis, who art in the amphitheater, hallowed be thy eye patch.
I kind of worked backwards on this one. I came up with some crazy ideas. I used AI to generate a bunch of basically I fleshed out what the movies would be at this movie marathon.
Yes.
And I pitted several different AIs against each other and had some come up with ideas and some of them illustrate them. So
Perfect. See, this is going to fill it all in. So this is what we can do, Nathan. So this can be like the actual like the feature film, the Dennis thing, and then we can do behind the scenes, like watch the movies that made up the marathon, and we can
yeah.
market that.
Um so here's a shot that a candid shot of the Sharpie executive boardroom. Because it's hard to be an executive at the Sharpie Corporation these days because you have to sit around all day like thinking about markers, sniffing them, I assume, figuring out how to make them sharper, whatever they do. I don't know what they do all day, but I feel like there's something that they should really know what Dennis is up to because this movie marathon is highly anti-Sharpie
Oh no.
because the filmmakers they really hate Sharpies and they want the world to know about it. So here's some examples of what the Sharpie people need to watch out for. So this one was called Permanent Dead. And the description, amidst a world suffering from an outbreak that turns bitten humans into Sharpie scribbling, flesh craving zombies, a group of desperate artists must decipher the undead's inked clues to find the cure. Permanent Dead is a thrilling, gut wrenching horror that draws fear with eerie strokes of survival and terrifyingly permanent consequences. Here's another one, though. Less good. This one was called Specters and Scribbles. In an old haunted stationery store, a pack of spectral Sharpies wake to scribble cryptic messages from the beyond, turning an unsuspecting writer's idyllic retreat into a chilling fight for survival. Specters and Scribbles serves goosebumps and ghostly giggles, marking your soul with its bewitchingly sinister story.
So like I'm picturing it, does he get like just like benign notes like, hey, how's it going? And they progressively get more hurtful. Like,
Yeah.
nice shirt, idiot.
This is the most hurtful note yet. Here's another. Ink of Oblivion.
I like that it's they had the genre there at the bottom, science and fiction.
Yeah, all the best movies tell you what genre they are at the bottom of the poster. So the description, Ink of Oblivion, when malevolent aliens with the ability to bring Sharpie drawings to life threaten Earth's existence, it's up to a group of jaded artists to wield their markers and battle the cosmic menace. Ink of Oblivion is an exhilarating, high stakes journey of cosmic proportions, exploring the thin line between creation and carnage, etched in permanent ink. And since we all know that comedy works best in this is a rule of three, right? Here's a
Yes.
fourth. So, Sharpie of Tomorrow. Under the menacing shadow of gargantuan Sharpie shaped alien spaceships, humanity's last hope rests in the hands of a nerdy stationery shop owner with an uncanny understanding of Sharpie mechanics. Sharpie of Tomorrow is a hair raising, tip tumbling sci fi spectacle, blurring the ink between the mundane world of markers and the unfathomable expanse of extraterrestrial invaders. So the Sharpie people are probably like worried, like, who's behind this movie marathon? And now we know it's Dennis, but who can hate Sharpies as much? So you gotta watch out for cyclopses, like specifically the cyclopses that were blinded through Sharpie accidents. So they're just like minding their own business, drawing on their faces, and the unthinkable happened. Bam! That's right. A Sharpie right through the black round thing we all wear in our faces, straight in the old eyeball. It is very difficult to get AI to generate an image of a Sharpie going into someone's eye. This is Dennis's mullet phase, apparently. So
His dirtbag era.
yeah. But there's an even greater danger though, because these cyclopses are trying to grow their forces by blinding even more people.
No.
These dangerous cyclops have to be stopped.
Yeah, but what can we do?
Well, see, normally I would offer a solution here in exchange for like money or like something blimp related. But at this point, I do not have an answer for Sharpie. These cyclops cannot be stopped. And pretty soon we'll all be down to just one eye. So,
Well, might as well just enjoy our death perception now.
yeah. So, just for fun, until they come and blind us, I've got some more movie posters for us to enjoy. Sniffed Out. A noir murder mystery where the detective can see the last things written by Sharpies. He battles the killer and bureaucracy while grappling with the constant headache of Sharpie fumes.
Is he addicted to it?
It's his greatest weakness as well. So he loves it, but it's destroying him. Another Indelible, a dystopian drama set in a world where the government uses Sharpies to permanently mark and classify people based on their income. A satirical critique of classism disguised as a permanent marker dystopia. In a world where your value, respris, written in ink, can erase the lines.
I know I've stayed awake many a nights asking myself that very same question.
I tried to find some more upbeat ones too. So here we have Love's Permanent Mark. It's a riotous comedy of errors, a saga of enduring love, a vividly colorful spectacle of misunderstandings, and an unexpected meet cute all rolled into one.
Who's the ghost?
It always has to have an undercurrent of Sharpies are bad, so that's how it represented that as the specter in the background. It's a tale as surprising and long lasting as a Sharpie mark, reminding the audience that love is indeed an indelible affair.
Coming this October.
Antibissum. Yeah, we do have to rewrite the calendars at this point to make this work, but where love and laughter meet.
There's also ghosts.
Yeah. Here's a throwback one. Fade Proof Fiasco is in this classic 50s tale, a flamboyant entertainer's life descends into chaos when his devoted fans start disappearing, leaving behind only ominous Sharpie signed notes. Fade Proof Fiasco is a vintage caper filled with suspense and sharp-witted dangers.
Oh, I see what you did there. Is that Cary Grant?
I assume. On to the next one.
Wait.
Ink of Tomorrow. As the world falls prey to a menacing alien force that gains power from the ink of Sharpies, a cunning astrophysicist must decipher the coded prophecy hidden in Sharpie sketches. Ink of Tomorrow is a chilling roller coaster ride through interstellar conspiracies, eerie alien threats, and the astonishing power of indelible ink. And so, as I mentioned, there's no way to stop this movie marathon from happening. Like, it's a foregone conclusion at this point. So, good luck. Like, sorry, Sharpie people, your company's screwed, and we're not going to help. We're just here to laugh at your misfortune.
So really the only way they can survive this is if they sponsor it.
Yeah, they got to lean into it for sure.
Yeah. If the Sharpie blindness apocalypse is coming, you just got to sponsor it. That's the only thing you can do.
Yeah.
The apocalypse, the cyclopolypse, brought to
Yeah.
you by Sharpie. You're gonna have one eye. Just deal with it. Learn to draw.
Enjoy these movies in the meantime. Hopefully, they're not in 3D.
Or is there some kind of technology that allows people to see in 2D again? Remember your depth perception? We here at Sharpie have made a new technology to bring it back temporarily in a movie marathon.
Maybe if you like move your head really fast and like blink.
Yeah. So I think that the most logical next step for us, Nathan, is to write a letter to Sharpie, let them know what's happening because it's a professional courtesy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though they cannot stop what's happening.
Yeah. I would wager they're not even aware this is happening.
This is a good way for them to move some Sharpies in the meantime. So,
Yeah. All those eggheads in market research didn't even see this coming. We can be the ones that tell them, heads up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dennis is coming for you. Just going to dance a jig on the grave of your corporation.
Well, Nathan, I feel like we've done a lot of great work here today. I'm very proud of what we've accomplished here, both by defining the cyclopolypse and showing the massive profit potential Sharpie stands to yield. Any closing thoughts to the Sharpie folks or the public at large before we wrap things up today?
Just enjoy that depth perception while you can. Gaze off into the distance and appreciate how far away it looks.
And so with that, see you folks. Italy now.
Italy now.
Landon taking the stage with business minds full of ingenuity.